What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our third Zoom podcast. I'm Kyle Fulbright, along with Cody Mola, Curtis Redmond, and our good friend Kush Parikh. What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's up? How you guys doing?
I'm busy laughing right now, but
Doing great.
good.
What's up, guys?
We had a pre-show pop-out, shoulder pop-out.
First one in a while for Kurt, apparently.
Yeah.
Grabbing his phone to play me in Tap Sports. He just
So
looking
weird.
at his shoulder.
Just a weird angle.
I'm just sitting here getting ready, and all of a sudden the shoulder pop-out. We'll have slow-mo video coming soon.
Did you guys see it?
Yeah,
Yes. We watched you.
we watched you the whole time.
Could you tell?
Yeah, something. You could tell
This is
something
weird.
went wrong.
Freaking hurt.
Did it go back in?
Yeah, went back in.
All right. Well, you guys look like you've been having fun in the big queue. What have you guys been doing the past time?
Still a lot of show.
Yeah, I've actually had a lot of freaking homework and stuff, so that kind of sucks. It's like all of a sudden, all the classes seem to just pick up. It's kind of annoying. But other than that, playing the show and stuff.
Maybe
Same.
because you waited till the end to do the assignments.
Yeah, Kush, how's your classes going?
No, they're going great.
Every time,
Straight A's.
it's like once every 2 weeks, we say we have homework. Coach is like, oh, I forgot you guys were still in school. Yeah, asshole. Yeah, we've been watching some shows. Big Dave. Hi, I'm Dave.
I was on last night. Did you watch it?
No, I should have. I
Hi, I'm
forgot.
Dave.
It's on tonight on Hulu. Wait, when does they put? Is it on Hulu right now, or do they wait till night?
Yeah, they wait till like 12 a.m. and then they post it.
Hi, I'm Dave.
Yeah, I watched it. It's another good one. Another
Alright.
good one.
I might watch it after this. Then we got Tiger King. I think we all watched.
I actually
I
haven't
didn't watch
seen
the
it.
new one.
I haven't
didn't
seen
watch
any
the
of
new
them.
one.
The new one's not really an episode. It's just interviews.
Oh,
It's like a reunion show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. I heard Money Heist is pretty good too. It's like
I've
a lot
seen-
of people
I've
talking
heard.
about that.
I've heard that's good.
It's in
Spanish.
Spanish, but they have it in
They dubbed
English.
it. Yeah.
But it just doesn't match up. Like,
I was watching my sister. I was like, why are they so off sync? She's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's in Spanish. I was like,
You-
oh.
yeah.
You guys are gonna be mad at me, but I watched Major League for the first time yesterday.
That's the first time you've seen any of them?
There's multiple. I didn't know that. Willie Mays Hayes, baby, that's my boy.
Get off power hitter. Wait, was
guy's
it number
awesome.
one or number two? Or
You watched
Number
number
one.
one?
I like number two.
I'm pretty sure I thought there was only one.
No,
Where the
there's-
the owner doesn't want him to win, and then they start winning, and they beat the Yankees.
yeah.
Pedro Serrano.
Pedro Serrano, I guess.
Jobu?
God.
Yo.
Well, I think you have to watch the second one now.
Number two's on
do.
Netflix.
Oh, sick! I can
Good.
watch that.
That one's pretty funny too.
Yeah, they're all pretty good. But I think Kush has been watching Harry Potter.
Yeah, I just binge watched the whole series for the first time ever. It took 4 days.
Jesus, Harry Potter, huh?
It's intense. I was talking
Shout
to
out,
Kurt about
Jake.
it. I was
Yeah,
telling Kurt.
we were talking about it the other night.
Kurt wasn't about it. He was like, "You like all that fantasy stuff, like dragons and goblins and stuff?" I was like, "Yeah, they're dope." He was like, "Never was into it." I was like, "All right, Kurt."
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, power sword.
Well, we might be watching a lot of Harry Potter. Mayor of LA said no sports in LA until 2021, probably. Well, at least with fans. But from the
It's
sounds
wild.
of it, they don't plan on having sports for a while.
The Clippers' new stadium, Rams' new stadium, Chargers' new stadium might be put on hold.
Well,
Mhm.
they were still
What-
building SoFi, and then like two workers contracted it, and they still just kept on going.
Yeah, I
Jesus.
heard they were still way behind too.
Yeah, I'm sure. But now they might be saved.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
give
think
them some grace period.
supposed to have like a soccer game or something there in July, but that's probably not happening. So they might
I
get.
don't think
no.
that's gonna happen.
The stadium debut might be with no fans. It's gonna
Like
be
a-
trippy.
like a regular.
They'll just
Charger
have
game.
planes flying over.
Fly over.
The Chargers are probably happy. They're like, damn, we don't get made fun of now. We're having
Don't have to be no more full-on road games.
I know. It's a home game for everyone.
Philip, he wouldn't have been able to play in California anyway.
Look what he moved when he did. I think that's the hardest thing is like players moving right now. Like if they're signing with new teams, they can't like go anywhere.
Unless you're Tom Brady freaking moving into Derek Jeter's house.
Jeter's house.
He's getting I saw he got a bunch of like crap, like people trying to come on the property and stuff.
Really? It's
Yeah.
funny.
Well, everyone knows where it is. Tampa Bay, baby.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. All right. We all gave our have our top 5 sports moments of the past decade here. Who wants to start naming theirs?
I can go first. Oh, Cody, you go first. Things at the same time.
Number 5, I have Odell's catch. Not that it was like in a meaningful game or anything, but it's just like a moment that I definitely remember exactly where I was. Like I was walking into Lazy Dog and I looked on the TV and Odell's just snagging it with 3 fingers on the sideline. So
I remember I was driving home from like I think San Diego, and I was listening to it on the radio, and you hear the radio announcers like just going crazy, and I was like, what the hell? And so like I went on social media and it was just everywhere.
yeah, it was literally like everywhere for the rest of that season. And then number 4, we got Usain Bolt in the 2012 Olympics. Eased up at the end of his 100 and smiled and waved at people and was still beating them by 2 steps, which is just insane because literally like the 100 is like almost it's the Super Bowl for those guys, and he's just that much better than them. And number 3, we got Tiger winning the Masters. Number 2, we got Alex Honnold, free solo of El Capitan, which is really, really impressive. If you guys like have seen it in Yosemite, and there's a movie about it, free solo. And then number 1, I put Auburn's kick 6 because it's probably the biggest thing that I remember through the last 10 years of sports.
Yeah, that was so crazy.
And Auburn's gonna win the football game.
There's like now when they show it, there's like 7 different like radio
angles to everything.
Yeah.
Everything like that you see. But yeah, that one's like still talked about all the like every anniversary date of it. They're like, oh,
every Iron Bowl.
I remember from that it was funny that I forgot who it was, but the announcer was like, they had all the fat guys on the field goal team, and then he was able to outrun them. Like he called them the fat guys. I was like, oh my god.
The first kick 6, Antonio Cromartie, 109 yards.
Yep.
Yeah.
My dog. He has like 87 kids now.
He does.
He has a TV show.
They're all from different people too.
Oh, yeah, they asked him about, didn't they ask him before about like a vasectomy or something?
Yeah.
He said some funny answer.
Yeah. I think the Colts wanted him something about it for his next contract. I don't know. But yeah.
It's funny.
Hey, Kurt?
All right. So the way I did mine was just if I could remember where I was during it, that's how I considered it like a top moment. So from what I put, number 5, I put UMBC beating Virginia, 16 beating a 1 seed. First time it ever happened. From 4, I put blocked by James, the NBA Finals, baby.
Where were you at?
I was working. And the crazy thing about that is I was working, and it was like my first job. I was washing dishes, and then I like look behind me, and there's nobody in the kitchen. And I'm like, what the hell? And so I go outside, and everybody's watching the TV, and it was like game 7, and everybody in the whole restaurant was just watching the TVs. And so we literally watched like the final like 5 minutes, I think, without doing any work. It's just like it was weird. Just like the place
sounds like Laser Island full time.
No tips for those servers.
Yeah, it was funny. And then number 3, I have D. Gordon's home run after Jose Fernandez's death, and that's not just because it's D. Gordon, but it's just because of the crazy moment that it was and everything.
Yeah,
it was just That was just crazy. I
A
just
little
remember
bit, D. Gordon.
not really, a little bit, but it's like something that everybody remembers, Like, that was awesome. And he even said, he's like, I've never hit a home run that far. Like, he's like, there was somebody with me on that one, which is pretty cool. And it was cool how, like, the first pitch, he, like, came up right-handed in that at bat, too, and, like, mimicked his stance and stuff. So that was pretty cool. Number 2, Justin Turner's walk-off home run against the Cubs off of John Lackey. That one was just freaking self-explanatory. It was on the anniversary of Kirk Gibson's too, which made it even better.
The guy that caught it too was dope.
The guy that caught it, that guy catches so many of those. He's caught a bunch of them. And then number 1, I have Auburn kick 6. Just, we already talked about that, but that's just a crazy moment. Alabama was so good, and it's just awesome.
They were like 1, and Auburn was like 4, I think, or something.
4, yeah.
I also remember from that game when Auburn did that one play, and the quarterback was like, it was supposed to be a run, and then he just like floated it down the field. I forgot what happened. Like, it was a touchdown, I'm pretty sure. Do you guys remember that play? I don't know.
I think that was a different game, but it could be that one.
I think it was that game. I don't know, but it was sweet.
It's just crazy because, like, I think, what was it, the week before that, too? They beat Georgia on that freaking, like, tip.
Yeah.
Drill. 2 weeks for Auburn.
Curry, if this was the decade before, would Boise be number 1?
Oh, they'd be up there.
All 5 would be Boise moments.
Not all 5, but definitely the Fiesta Bowl. That's, in my opinion, is –
You could put 2-3 moments just in that game.
That fourth down? Or
just in my opinion, that's like the best college football game of all time, just because of how amazing it was and how like heavy underdogs they were. It's just awesome. But one that I left off for mine was Villanova when they won the national championship. That one was hard to leave off, but I left it off.
Yeah, it's tough to keep it a 5. Only,
Yeah.
Because there's so many.
Go ahead, Kush.
All right, I'll go. Number 5, I have Marshawn Lynch's run against the Saints. I think it's the craziest run in football history, potentially. And I think the fact that that guy that came out with the video after it, like, just made it, like, 100 times better. Oh, my dick. Oh, my dick.
Aaron Stopper.
Yeah, that was just crazy. That kind of, like, gave Marshawn Lynch his name, and then obviously he just blew up off of that as well. At number 4, I have Jose Batista's bat flip. I remember watching that game live, and I was just like, holy shit, I've never experienced – I was like, if I could be at one game, like, this would probably be the one game that I'd be at, just because the atmosphere
I feel like
Toronto was just insane.
Both of those two that you just had were like 2 of the loudest like you've ever heard stadiums.
Yeah.
Like
Jose Batista's – and it was – the crazy thing is,
Jose
like,
Batista.
it was in the 7th inning. So
Yeah.
it's like, but obviously it was a go-ahead home run, but it was just insane because, like, fans started throwing stuff onto the field, and, like, it was just insane. And then little did we know that later Rognan Odor would get his payback. And then I think all of mine have to do with crowd reactions as well, too, because my third one is Ray Allen's corner three-pointer in the finals, Miami versus the Spurs, because to be honest, if he doesn't hit that, LeBron's legacy, we could be talking about LeBron differently.
Yeah.
So
that was a honorable mention one right there for me.
It's like each major sport's biggest crowd moment you have in your 3.
Yeah. Because it's just like because obviously players feed off of it, but like even watching at home, you feed off of that shit too. Like it's crazy.
Start standing up.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, like when LeBron had that block, that was
insane. And then number 2, it was kind of hard. Number 2 and number 1, but number 2 I had the Auburn kick 6. We already talked about that. And then number 1, I have Warriors versus Cavs game 7. I just remember watching that game and just it was insane. The fact that the whole situation, the fact that I'm coming back from 3-1 deficit, LeBron James block, Kyrie Irving shot with 53 seconds left. Like, it was
Mhm.
all just insane. And then the biggest thing would have made it, like, 100 times better if LeBron made that dunk on Draymond Green. You guys know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Which you got fouled?
Yeah.
That would have been insane. But
Do
yeah,
you guys think the Warriors win the series if Draymond wasn't suspended for the
Probably.
game 6?
yes.
Because that kind of just
Yeah.
took some wind out of their sails, like knowing that one of their key guys is not going to be in the rotation, and
He was out game 5 or game 6?
I think it was 6, right?
6.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you get to game 7, it's like a coin flip. I watched last night the Red Sox Yankees 30 for 30, and after the Red Sox went down 3-0, Millar's
Dave
like,
Roberts.
don't let us win the night.
Yeah.
Got Pedro next game, then we got Schilling, and then game 7, you never know. And they
Millar's funny, man. Whenever he talks about that stuff now, like
1-5. Yeah. All right. For mine, number 5, I had Villanova's buzzer beater. I think the craziest part about it, too, is how North Carolina made a 3 right before it to tie it.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
and
Less
no
than-
timeouts, just to let him run up, shoot.
And the craziest about all the NCAA, like, Final Four games is just the stadiums they play in, like, how they're like football stadiums. And so there's, like, the players are down low under the court
Yeah.
sitting, and they, like, jump up to go celebrate. And then, like, the refs didn't know if they got it off in time, so they're all celebrating in a dog pile, and the refs are still blowing whistles. Like, it was just crazy. Number 4, I had Tigers Masters win 2019. I thought that was pretty cool. Then I had Patriots 28-3 comeback.
Ryan, baby.
All the Falcons had to do was just run the ball.
Give it to your guy, Devontae.
Just
Probably
run the
that was
ball.
the end of his.
Like, literally just run it. Like, but then they just got stupid, and Kyle Shanahan did it again this year.
Yep. Didn't learn his
Screwed
lesson.
Screwed Kush out of money.
Yep.
He didn't learn his lesson the first time.
Milton also screwed me out of money. Freaking someone took my square. Randomly had a square disappear.
It was probably Jack.
Yeah, I blame Jack for
It
sure.
was probably Jack.
It's funny.
Then 2 and 1 I had the same as you, Kush. I had the Iron Bowl, and then I had the Cavs winning the ship. Crazy winning that game after Warriors 73-9. Basically,
I think from all this, we can definitely agree. Like Iron Bowl is for sure like one of the top 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everything about that, like Kurt had the block by LeBron. I think it's like that. Kyrie's 3 that he hit, just everything together. Like the
Yeah,
night-
3-1, 73-9. Like, just everything.
everything
Like,
beating
in
them.
total, yeah.
Yeah, and like you could tell after like how crazy the Cavs went and stuff. But
Cleveland, this is for you.
Was that the same? I don't think it was, but was that the same series where there was one game where the Cavs just dominated them, and freaking LeBron had that one self alley-oop from like the free throw line? Was that the same series, or was that the year after? I think that was the year after.
well,
But
the
that was
one when they were huge underdogs, and then J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith.
Oh my god.
LeBron was on a mission that playoffs. He had
Yeah.
3 game winners, 1 against Pacers, 2 against the Raptors. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he was on a mission.
They like all went game 7 too, didn't they? Pretty much. They didn't know.
No, Raptors. They swept.
Oh.
They swept the Raptors.
They swept the
The Pacers went
Yeah.
game 7.
Pacers won game 7. Swept the Raptors. Beat the Celtics in 7. They didn't have Kyrie. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
game 7 though. That's
Yeah,
when
they-
Tatum dunked on LeBron. And then the finals dropped 51 points for an L.
Last night on ESPN was game 7, the Lakers and Celtics. That was a good game, and it was like the final was like in the 70s. It was like 78-73 or something.
Which one is this? The
Defense.
2011 or the 2010? The one where Ron Artest hit the shot.
Yeah, Ron Artest, baby.
Oh baby.
One of the best post
The
game
interviews. Oh my god. Kobe passed me the ball.
Wheaties! I got
Oh,
The people
my
just
God,
wanted him to
that's so
shut
funny.
up. He was gonna say something.
He never
wasn't
passed me
supposed
the
to.
ball. He never passed me the ball. He's like, and then Phil was talking to me.
yeah, it feels like a sensei.
He's like, don't shoot. He's like, sorry.
All right.
They went in. That's so funny.
we'll post these on Twitter, and then we'll see who wins, who gets the most votes. Winner
Sounds good.
gets a icebreaker. All right.
COVID
Moving
free.
on. COVID free, baby. I'll put gloves on to give them to you.
I appreciate it.
Moving on to some NBA. Season might be over. We don't really know. But back then, I think we did it on here and on the nosebleeds. We did this. We
The
gave our.
nosebleeds that never aired.
No, it aired.
No, it did.
It aired.
did. We gave our predictions for the NBA season, and I'm actually pretty proud of mine. Just pretty proud.
I wish I
NBA
could say the same.
for the West, I had the Clippers at number 1, which they're at number 2 right now.
Same. Yeah.
Clippers, Rockets, Lakers, Jazz, Nuggets, Blazers, then the Warriors and the Mavs. So everyone but the Warriors.
My Western Conference was pretty bad, but my Eastern Conference standings were good. Like Western Conference, I had 3 teams wrong. I had the Blazers, the Pelicans, and the Warriors over the Thunder, Mavericks, and Grizzlies.
Yeah, but if the season, like, they were all so close, like the Pelicans.
I think the Pelicans would have got in.
The Blazers could have made a run.
I didn't expect the Thunder. I'll be honest though. I did not expect them to be this good.
I don't think any of us did.
Yeah, nobody did.
They had a
Who'd you
higher
guys-
seed than the Rockets.
Yeah, they were like 6, weren't they, or something, or 5?
I think they were 5. Rockets are 6.
Who'd you guys have at MVP? We know you, Kush.
I had Jokic.
I had Harden.
I
Jokic
had
had a-
Damian Lillard.
Jokic had a slow start to the season, but he picked it up.
Yeah, he usually like does that. Like he starts slow and then he gets going. I had the Nuggets getting a 1 seed out west too.
I had Steph Curry winning MVP, which I don't think is a bad prediction. I didn't know he was gonna get injured, and they would be trying to tank that hard.
Who'd you guys have at Rookie of the Year, Ja or Zion?
I had Ja.
I had Ja too.
I think when we did the episode, it was when Zion came out, said he was going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think that's why we all picked Ja.
I would have picked him anyway.
No one picked him.
I think I still pick Zion.
They're still going to pick Zion?
I still picked Zion.
Oh.
But
I
yeah.
can't even find my predictions.
Yeah, for some reason I couldn't find mine either. I had to listen.
But I remembered some of them.
Well, that's why you woke up so early. You had to go back and listen. Kush.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, that too. My most improved player, though, was a hit or miss because I had like a 1A, 1B. My 1A didn't hit at all, but my 1B, he actually might win it, and that was Bam Adebayo.
Yeah.
None of us had Kendrick Nunn as our Rookie of the Year.
He wasn't on anyone's radar. I know he was in Ja responded to him on Twitter. Yeah.
I'm proud of my 6 man, though. I said Derrick Rose, which nobody thought about, and he's a top 5 candidate still in my eyes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Candidate.
I put Lou for that.
I thought Lou. I'm actually surprised by Lou this year because he still put up 18.7 or something like that, and I was surprised by that, especially because he'd be getting less touches. And I thought Montrezl Harrell, which he did, he got a bigger role.
No one knew that Kawhi was going to sit out every other game, so he gets a
That is
bigger
true.
role.
That is true.
People knew that. We knew.
And
we knew.
Paul
I knew he
George
was
is
gonna sit
hurt,
out,
too.
but I will be honest, I didn't think he'd sit out that much. Like he sat out.
This dude's going to
lot.
finish the season playing
Yeah.
30 games.
That's what I'm saying.
He's gonna get his load management in right now. He's getting it all in.
If Paul George can rehab his whole goddamn body, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, predictions are hard.
Yeah, but
Especially
the
when-
baseball ones this year would have been fun.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
if
I
we
know.
get to do that.
To be determined soon, though.
Well, one thing you can make predictions for coming up: NFL draft, baby, still holding strong. Virtual draft live from Roger Goodell's basement.
He's not going in the pond anymore, though.
First draft, he's never gonna. What if? Because you know how he's having like 15 people or whatever. What if they boo him?
I hope people will still boo him somehow.
Like, someone's gonna hack into his Zoom and just boo the shit out of him.
It would have been awesome to see him walk out in Vegas, all the lights and everyone just booing him, man.
There would have been millions of people there.
No, I'm actually pissed. I really because we were all gonna go to the draft, and then not only that, like just the whole setting of the draft, like on the Bellagio fountain and all that stuff. It's like
That'd have been cool.
Seeing
would've been
people
so
take
sick.
the little boats out to the.
yeah, the memes would have been never ending though.
Someone would have fallen in. Someone would have jumped in.
down.
Some
Yeah.
like big like offensive lineman would have like taken his suit off and just jumped in or something. I could have seen
Might have
that.
gone in with the suit. They don't care.
Yeah, that's true. And then the bet would have cashed.
Like David Bakhtiari would have if he was getting drafted. Shotgun a beer and then he'd go in.
But yeah, it's gonna be funny. I entered to win a Chargers virtual draft party invite.
When did they let you know? It's a week away.
Yeah, I don't know. Get to go with Petros and Money. They're doing the Chargers virtual draft party.
Make sure you get that landline phone number.
So speaking of landline, Kurt, did you get new Wi-Fi?
I don't know. I haven't been home. We were supposed to get it yesterday, but I don't know if we did.
Oh.
Speaking of landlines, Kurt, did your dad ever answer?
Someone called during his game, he said.
During which game?
I was playing a game like last week, and somebody called in like the second inning of my game.
It wasn't me. I'll tell you that. It was Jack. It was for sure Jack.
It probably was just somebody random.
Telemarketer.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking about the draft, you guys predicting any trades, pre-draft, post-draft? Besides, like any draft day trades, like for draft picks, but also for players. You guys see any happening?
I do.
Go ahead.
Outside of these players, I do, and it might come as a surprise. But this also, we're gonna do this in a bit, where we're talking about where each QB goes. But I have a feeling that the Patriots are gonna trade up if Tua slips.
Just
Tua
Tua?
ain't slipping.
But the medical, I mean, I don't think he will either. But people are really concerned about his medical.
I saw it.
Like, I think they're blowing out of a proportion, but the fact that they're doing that, I think, is going to scare some GMs away.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, like after the top 5, like 6 through 10, none of those teams really need quarterbacks. So
The Raiders could always trade up, though, because they have all those picks. Like, they're kind of a sleeper team where they have the picks to do it, where they could always swoop in there. But I think, yeah. So you think that they're good. But how are they going to trade up from – they have all those, like, 6th-round draft picks. But
they have the 23rd pick, and then they'll figure out something.
So if he fell, like, past –
Yeah, they're going to hack the Zoom.
If he fell, like, past the Chargers or something?
I think, I think maybe around number 8 or 9, because that's like Cardinals and Jaguars. So I think one of those. And then I also think there's been rumors about the Falcons moving up from 16. Yeah. And I think they might take corner CJ Henderson just because they lost Desmond Trufant.
Yeah. I saw a thing that the corner after him, like him and Okuda, basically, it kind of drops off a lot.
Yeah, it's a big drop off. That's why I think they trade up to get him.
Yeah, no, this draft is, I mean, no one really talks about like those defensive backs at all in this draft because it's so quarterback heavy at the top and then wide receiver depth. And then,
What's LSU safety? What's his name? Oh, Grant Delpit.
Delpit.
I feel like he's been slipping like crazy. He was like supposed to be top 10 pick and now he's like 20.
People aren't really liking his tape because he missed a lot of tackles and stuff.
Yeah.
I think the stupidest thing teams could do is like what the freaking Texans did and trade for a receiver trade a 2nd-round pick when you can go draft. Like, there's going to be good receivers getting drafted in the 3rd round.
Yeah,
absolutely.
For sure. And especially injury-prone one.
And a lot of receivers, like, now, like, go – like, I know, like, Keenan Allen was drafted in the 3rd round. Like, you don't have to be the top – like, receivers don't really go top 10.
No,
so,
I mean – You can find talent all over the place.
Now they're saying CD Lamb. A lot of people are liking CD Lamb as the top receiver.
Yeah, I mean.
I feel like it's always been like that, CD Lamb or Jerry Jeudy. It's like 1A, 1B.
And then Ruggs,
Justin Jefferson, baby.
See, like even like you can get Jefferson like late 1st round. So like why go trade a 2nd-round pick for a guy you're going to pay how much are they paying?
It's Bill O'Brien.
O'Brien? Yeah, that's Bill O'Brien, something else. But even like you have T. Higgins, who I think in like last year's draft would have been a 1st-round receiver.
If he didn't get hurt in those games late, I think he would have definitely had more of an impact, and like people would still be like sticking on him more.
Yeah,
Michael Pittman.
Hey, you can't
Michael
forget
Pittman's an underrated name.
Can't forget John Hightower, baby. Guy's a baller.
Where's Curtis supposed to go?
I think he's late 1st.
I saw he was like the second or third.
I've been looking
DN.
at I'm looking at like second round. He's been slipping too. His name.
Yeah, he was.
He's gonna go to the Ravens.
Because he's like a little undersized.
I honestly don't mind that.
Yeah.
I don't mind if he comes to the Ravens. We need some edge rushers.
He got eaten up by that Washington offense, though. It's a bad look.
Well, they were freaking double teaming him every time. What are you supposed to do?
We got Calais Campbell and freaking Michael Pierce. Or not Michael Pierce. He's gone.
He used to have him.
Brandon. What? Oh my God! Why can I not think of his name?
Whedon.
Brandon Williams.
Brandon
Brandon Williams. Not
Brandon Whedon.
We don't want a 28-year-old quarterback coming out.
Hey, he went to the minor leagues. He was battle tested.
What college game was I watching the other day? Like old game and the quarterback was like 27.
Probably a BYU.
Probably
or Brandon
BYU,
Whedon.
freaking
It was like a big college. What game?
40-year-olds.
I don't remember which one it was, but the quarterback was like 27 years old.
Is it freaking Tanner
I know.
Mangum?
I forgot. I can't think.
God, I hate BYUs.
All right. Yeah, the big guys are the quarterbacks. Where do you guys see? Well, Burrow probably number one to the Bengals. I don't see them trading unless the Dolphins, they take the Dolphins deal if they do offer a ransom.
I don't know what they're going to do. They haven't really been like super vocal about it, but whoever the Dolphins want to pick, they're going to pick. So
Yeah, I think the Dolphins will end up taking Tua, and then I think the Chargers will draft Jordan Love. If Tua's there, they'll take Tua.
Jordan Love's like the most like Mahomes prototype out of everyone.
That's why I think they'll just take a shot at him.
Yeah.
Kush what do you think, Kush? You're smiling over there.
Well, I think the Dolphins are going to take Herbert. I think Tua is the right choice, but I think they're going to go Herbert. And then I have a feeling that the Chargers aren't going to take a quarterback at 5.
6.
Or sorry, 6. You guys are going to take I think you guys are going to take – if you guys weren't sure about Herbert or Love, I would take Isaiah Simmons because I feel like he'd be best on the board. I think after Chase Young, he's the best player in the draft.
I wouldn't mind. Their defense would be so good.
That's what I'm saying. You guys take Isaiah Simmons and then come second round, take Jalen Hurts.
You guys can have like Derwin and Simmons together. Like those guys are so versatile.
That's a Lamar
like,
stopper right there. That's Lamar Jackson's stopper right there.
Like how much better is Jalen Hurts going to be than Tyrod Taylor?
But that's what I'm saying. It's like
You
it
don't
doesn't
need-
hurt to have him, no pun intended. But like I think he also fits well with Anthony Lynn's system.
Yeah, we may as well just go. I feel like if they do go that way, they'll sign Cam Newton and have a quarterback battle with Tyrod. Because he doesn't hurt. Like, you're not going to have to pay him that much. He's already making all the money from the Panthers. You may as well have a quarterback battle. If he gets hurt, then he just –
But it could also be like what the Ravens did, how they had like Hurts learn for like half a season, put him in like you have dual or 2 quarterback formation, stuff like that, and then eventually ease Hurts into the offense.
May as well just take Bowman from Kentucky then.
But you think they're gonna run the same offense without Phillip?
No, because they're going to make it –
No way.
I think it's better. Like, I feel like Anthony Lynn's offense, he can change it better with the running quarterback. Like, with Tyrod, they can do more stuff.
More of a threat.
With
Tyrod
Eckler and
is
stuff.
extremely underrated.
That's why I think, like, drafting – whoever they draft isn't going to play right away. Like, they could draft Tua and he's not going to play.
How many seasons did Tyrod play in Baltimore?
In Baltimore?
Yeah.
He won. He made it to the playoffs with the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I liked him with the
3,
Bills. He's
4.
good.
They just never gave him anything. But yeah, I think if they'll draft a receiver too in like the 2nd round, 3rd round, so they'll give him another threat. But
You have to have a good receiving core. You just need to stay healthy. He's in
Keenan.
Baltimore for 4 years. Started 0 games.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he ever. They had
Yeah,
Elite
'cause-
Joe.
Yeah, freaking elite.
Cody, where do you see? You think Dolphins draft Tua, or do you
I-
hope they draft Tua?
I think like I want them to pick Tua, but I think they actually will pick Tua too, based on like all the like insider stuff that I've been reading, like all those like beat writers have been saying stuff. So, but you never know. Like teams don't leak information that they want to keep, and like they purposely put stuff out just to throw other teams off and all that. But who knows? But
Yeah.
I hope they pick Tua.
Would you rather them pick Herbert or Love if they didn't take Tua?
I'm not a big Herbert fan right now, so sorry, Kush.
I'm not tripping.
Yeah. I think Herbert is very.
I think he's
Tannehill-like.
underrated though.
Yeah, he's under for sure, but he's not like.
But I do
elite.
agree.
Like he's not like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get you.
He's
I get
good.
you. I
He's
feel like
good,
he
he's
needs
just
to
not-
be in a right system, but like if he is in a right system, he can flourish.
I
Like
mean,
you said, like Tannehill, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's very Tannehill-like. So
Just a little stronger arm. But yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. We also got Jacob Eason.
Saw him win his last college
Yeah.
game.
Jacob Eason.
Not a fan.
No, not a fan.
Someone was saying like the Patriots could, but
Yeah,
anyone
I mean, he's
past
their
these
type.
4 guys, like Stidham and Eason are like the same, and Fromm, like they're all like the
I
same.
think Fromm and Eason are very overrated.
I
They
think
played
like
together.
they're not going to be any better than Stidham. And Stidham knows the offense. Like if you're not going to
Stidham's
draft
had
him,
a year.
Go get Brian Hoyer.
they
already
do
did.
have him. They already have him.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're not going to draft one of the top guys, then you may as well not take one of those guys
Just
that are just going to be.
Same for Lawrence next year.
Jacob
Lawrence.
Eason.
Get sunshine.
Eason. Oh.
When
I think-
2 years? In 2 years, Boise's quarterback will be out.
Hank.
I just saw the
Hank needs some training over the
USC
offseason.
JT Daniels is transferring
After he broke his damn knee.
after he lost his job to Slovis. What were you going to say?
Get
Cody?
on Slovis.
I think the most interesting part of the draft, like, will be definitely to see if anyone trades up for the number 1 pick, and then like the back end of the top 10, because those teams are like in theory kind of have their quarterback problems solved, like they think they do, and we'll see what they do as well. See who wants to swoop up or if they want to fall back.
I think the Lions are interesting too because the team could trade up to take a quarterback there, like, or they could even take a quarterback.
Yep, and then they could ship out Stafford.
Like they kind of own it. Like the Redskins, everyone I think will take Chase Young, but the Lions kind of start the draft. Like the top 2 are pretty set, unless the Redskins. Riverboat Ron wants his own quarterback.
Well, he already got him. Got Kyle Allen back.
Allen, yeah.
Never forget that guy in London. Kicks.
Right.
The free kick, baby.
I hope the draft is better quality than that stupid ass horse competition. It's not like they have actual cameras.
Horse competition.
The
They
funniest,
can't have more than
that.
10 in the room, otherwise they're gonna get called the cops on like Dak did.
the dumbest thing too is Paul Pierce. Like he's on the jump and he has a camera. So like, why didn't he use that one?
I don't know. That's to be talked about later.
I turned it off after the first.
It's on
one.
tonight. It's on tonight.
And semifinals.
Oh my god, it's still going on. I thought they would have shut it down. I thought they like would have had like legit courts, but freaking you have Chauncey Billups at an actual court, and then you have freaking Trey Young on his freaking driveway with no lines.
That's horrible.
The Mike Conley.
I was like, this is a shit.
He's just
show.
shooting from wherever too.
Yeah.
Because Phillips shot a 3, and then Trey Young just like looks down. It's like,
Mike Conley was in a gym, and the girl he was going against was
Tamika.
outside in the
That's
wind in Indiana.
Yeah. Mike Conley literally just walked out his kitchen into his home court.
Making that money in Utah.
Memphis.
Moving on to some MLB. They have a plan, allegedly, to big Q everyone in Arizona and realign the divisions, which those divisions were dumb, but players are already coming out saying they won't do it.
Kershaw,
Yeah,
Kershaw said no.
Trout
They don't
called
want to
it.
play in the Grapefruit North.
Like those divisions weren't even fair.
No, they were just based on
They were like,
where they were located in spring training facilities and all that stuff.
yeah, the funniest shit would be the players in the stands like they are in Taiwan right
Oh
now.
That would be
God.
common. If those they're
That'd
using
be
mannequins
so funny.
overseas. They're using mannequins in
In the stands?
That shit would be common. And then the first thing they released, it said players will be sitting in the stands 6 feet apart. I was like,
That would be so funny, dude. Just like three chairs apart, just like.
You gotta go all the way to the foul pole. Hey, warm up.
You could probably just yell to them. You don't need the phones because there's nobody there. Hey, get hot!
What happens when you hit a walk off?
They all just start running. They all just
Yeah,
oh no.
like what do they do? Cause they can't
they
go on the field. That's not social distancing.
They all hop the dugout. Just, yeah,
They start banging on the netting above the dugout.
What if you have
Stand
to
on
take a
the dugout,
piss?
yeah.
Do you go to like a fan's restroom or do you go to the dugout restroom? It's like
Dude, that'd be so. You just see like one of the bench guys or something just going up to the concession stand or something, just walking down with some nachos.
You're gonna see like Bumgarner.
got the helmet nachos.
You're gonna see Bumgarner just drinking a beer in the stands when he's not pitching. He's gonna be sitting there with a dipping and drinking a fucking beer.
That would be comedy. I would definitely watch the games for that.
They need to have a player camp. They would mic up the players for sure.
No, yeah, they already said that they would have more access to the players. Like
You probably
more
wouldn't need to
mics.
mic them up. You would just be able to hear them.
You'd be able to hear them.
Like WWE.
If they do this new like division realignment though, like are they gonna have a universal designated hitter or what?
Yeah,
I think
they said they
I
would.
think they said they would.
I don't think they'll do that. The realignment.
They're not gonna do that.
There's no way that they would be able to play with quarantining everyone because players wouldn't do it. There'd be some players would, but a lot of players wouldn't.
A lot of players would stay home with their families and stuff.
Like the younger
That's what-
guys would probably be like, yeah, fuck it, we'll go. But
Yeah.
then,
That's what Kershaw said. He's like, I'd rather spend time with my family during this.
Plus, like they all have to get housing too. in
Yeah,
those
yeah,
areas, and
exactly.
It's just a big logistically, it's a mess.
but how
the
like
dorms.
if they did do that, like how tarnished would like that title be? Like you'd be like, oh, they won. Like
In a division just for this year. It would definitely be weird.
it wouldn't be worth.
What would be more legit? A team winning a title this year or the Astros?
team winning a title this year. And don't forget about the Astros.
Yeah, that's what
Don't forget about
everyone's gonna forget
I saw-
about them.
I forgot. I saw a graphic the other day which it was like they're ranked like bottom 5 in strikeout rates, and then all of a sudden in 2017 they were first. Like they had the best strikeout rate.
They're laying off those breaking balls.
Yeah.
No, the Astros aren't going to get to set a record this year for hit by pitches.
No,
80. It was 80.
Yeah. Can't cash those tickets.
dumb.
All right. The one thing going on though, MLB The Show Players League.
This is good stuff.
Pretty
It's
comedy.
fun, man.
It's comedy. The shit that happens, like the funniest thing so far is that Hunter Pence walk off when he threw his controller.
Oh my god.
And then
Oh my god.
it was funny because it was him and he didn't care. He's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know what
Hunter
happened,
Pence is
but
funny.
Did you see him yesterday? They called Pablo and they got Panda
Yeah.
up on the stream.
he
It's
pinch hits him every game.
Yeah.
It's
That's-
funny because they're only 3 innings, so they do like the same shit. Like
Yeah. I think it's also funny is like listening to some of the players, like they don't even know the other players on every team. Like Bo was like, they got this guy on the team. Can he hit? Like they don't even know who they are.
I feel like
it's
that's the
just funny.
funniest thing. Like even in the NBA, like you'll see it. Like players don't even know everyone in the league, and
Yeah,
it's like,
they're just like,
Yeah.
who's this guy?
yeah,
No, because
Did
like really on the East Coast, like they play their game, and then by the time their game's done, they're
Midnight.
out of the clubhouse. It's after
True.
midnight, and then the West Coast game is just getting going and stuff. So
Did you see the Kansas City Royals Twitter post?
yeah, Brett Phillips.
That is so funny. The guy that Maverick Phillips is it Brett Phillips?
His name's Brett.
I saw on Twitter.
his
his name was,
PSN
like,
might be Maverick. Yeah.
Dan,
But every time he comes up to hit, Dan Plesac is like, this is a definition of a defensive player right here. They say like some kind of version of that every time he comes up, and then he hits a nuke with them. It's so funny. It's a nuke. He's like they're doing me dirty. There's some good stuff on there.
Yeah, you could tell like which players like play a lot and like which guys just get in the game. Some of the players didn't even download the game in time for the league to start. Sounds like some actual problems that we got.
I know Trevor May and Snell play a lot. Like May actually streams, but I don't think Gallo actually really played that much before.
No, but he just
if you go to the website, the MLB website, I was looking at it, and and you click their usernames, it tells you what game mode they play and how much they play of it. And Gallo said that he played 25 hours of Diamond Dynasty.
25, but what was May? I bet May and Snell were
I didn't check theirs, but
May has his own company.
Yeah, he has a dope setup.
He's a team too.
When he hit the walk-off against the Orioles, he was singing the song. That shit was funny. He was in the camera singing the song that was playing.
Blake Snell gets hyped on camera too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gavin Lux is pretty good. Like the younger
He's
guys.
good. Yeah, Gavin
Yes,
Lux
it-
is pretty
it's
good.
The younger guys are good because they grew up playing video games, so they know
Dude,
how.
I
Eduardo
was
Rodriguez.
watching Gavin Lux, and like it's pretty cool just watching him. Like I was just like watching his personal stream, and then he went and played like Call of Duty after, and that guy's a freaking god in Call of Duty. Like it's like what the hell.
Yeah,
But it's cool, like, because you can tell if you look on their things, it shows you where they're like levels in the show. So you can tell like how much so and so's been playing. And like I don't think Gavin Lux played that much. 'Cause he's like level 7 bronze, but
I don't know how they
Snell has-
decided what
Blake
team,
Snell
like
has
who represented
played-
them.
They probably just asked, and
yeah.
Blake Snell has played 164 hours.
Yeah.
Diamond Dynasty.
What is that?
He's like one of
What's
the
that
big
on?
people with studios, San Diego
It's
studios.
this- It's on the Show Nation.
That's 7 days, pretty much 6.8. That's like jack numbers. Trevor May's playing more. He has like
Let me
Trevor
see
May has a
Trevor
dope-
May.
He's like an actual streamer for Fortnite and stuff. Like he's a partner. I
That's
think.
funny.
It says
Yeah,
Trevor
was-
May only 3 hours and 40 minutes, and then he
He's
plays.
the commish.
He plays 16 hours on Road to the Show. Hell yeah!
I think he plays. I don't think he plays the show. I think he plays like Fortnite and stuff.
Yeah, he plays those other
Call of Duty. But he actually plays like with Ninja, I know, and stuff.
I just remember the first one where it was just like the 4 of those guys. And Trevor May, I was watching his stream, and he was just getting messages like, "Hey, you suck!" You suck. Like because people saw his thing. He's like, it was so funny.
Well, Lance McCullers has been taking a lot of heat in the league. This getting bang comments every single second. Like they're just ripping him.
Well, wasn't he the one that said like we shouldn't even be apologizing? Isn't he the one that said that? Or
No,
that
that
was
was-
Keuchel, huh?
that was
That's
Correa,
correct.
Gaddis.
Wasn't it?
Evan Gaddis or
And
Gaddis.
Keuchel too, right? Or Keichel's the one that said like
Well, Keuchel wasn't on their team last year.
no, but he was because he's on the White Sox. He said
Oh,
something.
he's on the
about it, too.
Braves, right?
Who's
Oh
on
no,
the
he
White
signed with.
Sox?
He was on the Braves
White
last
Sox.
year.
Yeah, he was on the Braves
Yeah.
last year.
But yeah, I think Gaddis came out and said like, it's not a real ring, pretty much.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Gaddis was being honest about
I
it.
think he just retired and said
I heard Amir Garrett like actually adds people.
he's good.
Amir's
Like
dope.
he's been adding.
He's
people.
funny, man.
Comes in full uniform.
Jeffrey, you can't do that, Jeffrey. You can't do that. And then he goes and makes a base running mistake. He's like, oh shit.
Nick Senzel
That's
made
fun.
2 errors in the outfield. He's like, you're benched.
he was playing Jeff McNeil, and McNeil had a drop third strike in the inning, and he threw it to second. He goes, Jeffrey, what are you doing? And then he gets a gapper, and he makes a base running mistake, and he's like, oh shit. That shit was so funny. Yeah, it's pretty comedy.
Yeah, those guys, like, Amir doesn't care, man. Amir will talk to anybody because as you seen him go full on fight the entire Pirates. So
Yeah. Did you see that one? I think it was Cole Tucker, I think.
the
Yeah,
Pirates-
from the Pirates. He was playing what's it, Hunter Pence. It was pretty cool. Like he was just talking about like him and Hunter Pence, and like he was like he played against Hunter Pence, and he was like, "Hey, you're like my favorite player," and like it's cool. It's
Hunter
funny.
Pence is like the oldest guy in the league.
His wife, they
Yeah.
talked to his wife, and she like set everything up.
She's
for
a
him.
producer for him.
Yeah.
That's funny, dude. Hunter Pence he's the only guy. He's like I'll like him the most out of anybody that was ever on the Giants. Like that guy's just awesome.
He's on the Giants again.
Yeah, I know.
He's
You
back.
can't hate him.
He
You
rides
can't
his
hate him.
he rides his electric scooter to every
Over
game.
the gate.
And one time it
I
got
remember
stolen.
He got stolen.
Got stolen. Like you just see, if you're just walking around San Francisco, you can just see him just riding around, and like it's like a normal thing.
People will,
That's
and you'll know who it
funny.
is too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
Tall white guy just out there.
He's
Scooter.
probably, I'm sure before he's done it as a joke, like worn his full uniform, like doing it. I'm 100% he's done that.
he's
We gotta
he's a
get-
he's a cool guy though.
We got to get our update on Marble and esports, Kurt.
Oh boy! So the final standings, the last race was a couple weeks ago for the first little season of Marbula 1, and Savage Speeders came out on top. They won the last race at Midnight Bay, hosted by the Midnight Racers. I think it's
How'd the Limers do? That's the
But the Limers,
Better than their week before.
they finished the season in 15th. out of 16.
Oh, that's
They
not-
only had 25 points, but at least they were ahead of the Hornets because the Hornets only had 8 points all year. But Savage Speeders had 101 points. But I actually found a website where people do betting, and the Hazers are actually minus 300 to win the whole thing before the last race. The Savage Speeders were plus 150, and they freaking got it.
You made some good money then.
Yeah. And then the Rangers, the top 3 teams were the Savage Speeders, and then the Hazers in second, and then the Rangers third.
Who's that?
Tell them to walk on in.
Dan!
Welcome to the show.
Dan, what's he drinking?
Brew already?
Oh, sick.
What's up, Dan?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Is that your jersey?
Oh, that's Kush. I got a package.
Is that your
got
jersey?
lights. I got lights.
Oh my gosh! Ask Dan if he has a
We
what the
could
duck.
light up the marble racing track.
Ask Dan if he has a what the duck.
Dan, do you have a what the duck? Yeah. He said nah.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, that's what's coming up. We got a big one today.
Yeah, freaking lights.
I think Jack had one last night when he texted us.
That's funny stuff.
Yeah, but anyway, the Savage Speeders got gold, Hazers got silvers, Rangers got bronze. So we're looking forward to for the second
Season.
season.
Are you
When's the
putting
next
those
season
lights?
start?
Oh yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Are you putting those lights in your room or in the living room?
In my room.
I
I saw them. They go behind. I'm gonna put them behind my TV.
He's already getting Ibuka de Beppo. Can't ask for lights too, Kyle. Jesus.
I'm not gonna
I'm getting
get
Kyle Buka de Beppo.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna say, I don't think I'm getting any.
when the stimulus check hits.
Oh, you got that stimulus
Not to
check.
be. Yo, dude, I don't even know if I'm getting it.
Do you check that IRS website?
Yeah, it didn't let me. It's like I think
You-
it's just because
Are you
Do
dependent?
you mark on your taxes that you could be claimed as a dependent?
I think I did.
That's why,
think that
even
kinda
if your parents
screwed
don't
me.
claim you, but if you mark that, then you don't get it.
Yeah, how's I supposed to know?
I know, like you didn't know a pandemic was gonna hit, did you?
Only Wimbledon did.
I know they got the insurance. They've been
Yeah,
paying
they
$2
made
million.
some bank for that.
They made 120 million or some shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was another moment that I was gonna put on my top 5. That long game, the long match, 3 days, the tennis match.
What year
Sounds
was
like
that?
cricket, 2010.
Oh, okay.
Did I hear cricket?
Did.
All right.
Oh
Moving on.
Lord.
Some what the duck. I'll start here. I saw a video last night. OBJ checking out the new Browns jerseys, and he was not impressed. He was
He was
not
like they're the
impressed.
exact same.
They look exactly the same.
He's right there the same. Then I think this is the funniest video I've seen in a while. Is Joe Kelly throwing at his house, and he throws it and goes right through his window, and his wife is videoing, and then he's like. And then she walks in the house. She goes, "So Joe's learning a new changeup," and
The best part is he has like a net that's like 20 feet. Yeah,
It's
20
huge.
by
I didn't see
10.
that. I need to see that video.
Here, it's
And he
right
missed-
here. Sports Center just tweeted it.
This shit is
Kurt,
crazy.
it looks like that one mini golf
Here,
hole
look,
where you
look,
freaking
look.
hit a rocket.
And he hit the window. That shit's that big, and he hit the
And then
window.
you got, his wife walks in, and she's like, and then you can hear the glass still breaking, and she's like, "Joe's learning a new changeup."
That's funny, man.
Oh,
That's
That's all he
great.
pitches against the damn Angels. And when he gave up that grand slam.
that shit was great. And then yesterday, the Jeopardy answer, the lady said, "Babe,
Oh
Ruth,
my god.
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth
Babe
on Jackie Robinson Day."
It's because she went to
Oh,
USC and not UCLA. She didn't know better.
Oh, you can't do that,
Babe
lady.
Ruth for an answer.
She said, broke the color barrier.
Color barrier.
Babe Ruth.
And the other guy's like, "Jackie Robinson."
That Yale guy was crushing it. He's good.
Babe Ruth. I didn't know. I didn't see that. What a
I
name.
saw
Yes,
someone
sorry.
replied. Someone replied. She might have been thinking about the candy bar.
Kurt, you missed a lot of action yesterday on Twitter.
I know. I haven't really been going on Twitter that much, to be
Same.
honest.
Same. I usually do it during class.
Yeah.
All right, Kush, you want to go next?
Yeah. I think we already talked about the NBA horse competition. How that was a shit show. And then we got Kurt dislocating his shoulder before the freaking episode started.
I'm gonna put that shit in slow-mo right after this I'm gonna have.
Oh my god.
And then we had Barry McCockner freaking trolling all of Twitter and all these news stations.
What do you say this time?
He said like a week ago or like 2 weeks ago that Colin Kaepernick signed with the Jets, and literally every news station ran with it because they thought it was him. Because he put his like Avi as a Sports Center logo, and he made like a legit
he does that all the
graphic and
time.
everything.
That guy's so funny, man.
He also did, what else did he do? He did Cam Newton to the Patriots. He did Andrew Luck getting traded to the Patriots. Like, he was just doing a bunch of stuff, and people were falling for it.
It's funny when they changed their name to like Adon Schefter and stuff, and people still fall.
Yeah.
It's funny. And he puts a little like emoji check mark next to it.
Yeah.
And it works. It got my dad the other day. Shout out Craig. He was sitting next to me. He goes, Antonio Brown just went to the Bucks. I was like, I don't think so. It was one of those Sports Center accounts. Like 1 year, $8 million.
I've gotten caught by one of those Adrian Wojnarowski ones. That's happened to me once, and I was like, shit.
Yeah, I've got every now and then. Get you.
But yeah, that guy just stays trolling. And then last but not least, the 2K tournament, freaking Patrick Beverly.
Him and Montrezl Harrell were clowns.
No, but Montrezl Harrell was like annoying / like sounded stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
But like Patrick Beverly legit plays like how he plays in real life. Like he plays like a crackhead.
And he had a big poster of himself just right behind the whole wall. Just a picture of him.
When he beat Andre Drummond, he got so hyped. Like, this shit was crazy.
Devin Booker, I think, took it the most serious. Bro. Like, I was like getting mad at Rui for having a coach. He goes, you got a coach, man? You got a coach?
But yeah, that's all I got.
My main one was the horse competition because that was just atrocious.
Oh, is that what you meant by bullshit?
I thought at first you were talking about GTA.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought you were talking about GTA too.
I thought you were talking about the horse bets in GTA.
Then I was like, why'd you call it bullshit? Like,
I was like, wow.
Well, speaking of that, thing robbed me of $100K in a game. It
thought
just
you were
froze
up, like,
mid-race.
I thought you were up like 250.
Yeah, I was up more than that.
Oh, you guys kept playing when I got off?
Me and Jack made $750,000 that night.
God.
And it took $100K out of my account. So I guess it works both ways. And then GTA game is just something else.
That game is comedy.
Kurt might have to link his clip.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I might have to re-download it.
No, you're gonna have to. That game is so damn funny.
Cause you saw that link, right?
Did you see that clip?
No.
Oh man. All right, you're gonna see
YouTube. It's on YouTube, but it's like a private YouTube video.
Send it to me. I gotta check it out.
The link.
Kush or Kurt, what you got? Oh, Cody, you still going?
Kurt's the worst person to ever heist with.
Kush made me think of one more.
Me? What do you mean?
DeMarcus Cousins getting beat by 50 and acting like it was no big deal. Drummond.
Drummond's pretty good.
50-pieced on national TV, and he's just out here talking about random stuff.
I'm pretty sure Derrick Jones Jr. was high the whole time he was playing.
Yeah.
Or he just shows no emotion.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here. I'm still in Miami.
The KD's over here talking shit to him, and he's just like, yeah, good game.
That's funny.
Let's go dunk.
Hurt?
Well, mine's pretty bad, to be honest. It's just like pretty shitty thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and give mine to Kyle Larson, who just ruined his whole career.
Idiot.
What are you doing, guy? Come on now. What do you like? I don't know what you expect. And then he says it, and everybody in the things like, oh, they were like, they didn't even know how to react.
No, they just
They were like, guy, we're in the freaking thing. You're in the chat.
You're on national TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A guy that races NASCAR got his career ended by virtual racing.
Yeah.
He thought he was just on the radio with this pick.
That's-
He didn't
that's-
realize.
That's what is funny about most of it. It's just like you ended your career virtual racing, bro. Come on now. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, guy? You can't. That's stupid. And he like lost all his sponsorships.
We lost his job.
kicked
But
off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Got fired.
Gotta wait for that stimulus check now.
He's like the rest of us.
Yep.
Open invite to the show, though, Kyle.
Guess. All right, moving on here. We have our new segment. Instead of
Jack
Booger Slant
Slant
Roast, we
Roast.
got Jack Slant Roast of the Week. We got Jack, our resident MLB The Show announcer when we're playing online. Shout out
Party
to
announcer.
frequent guest on the show.
Things you often hear. Perfect out.
Perfect. Ah. And what do we got this week, Cody?
Well, we have to
Oh,
give a special RIP to Al Kaline,
Yeah.
legend of the game.
Got a card.
Tiger.
Got a new card in the game, and Jack wasn't happy about his performance in the moments, and said, "I wish they would have released the guy they really wanted to give us this week."
God damn it, Jack.
Said it with 100% sincerity, dead straight, and then just kept going
Yeah.
on a rant about.
Yeah.
It's like, why would they give us? I wish they would just give us the card they were originally planning on giving us. But yeah, shout out to Al. Rip
Shout out Al, Mr.
Yeah.
Tiger.
Mr. Tiger.
Moments are hard, but you don't have to do all the moments to get them.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
do the other.
You do the hits.
Some might have said he was the Tiger King.
Very fitting.
Dun, dun. Took you a while to come up with that one, eh?
No, I just thought of it right now. It's kind of funny.
He's been holding that one in since the show started.
I have not. Honestly, I can't believe I just thought of that.
He's been
I
holding in a
can't believe
hydro drink too.
I don't even know where mine is.
That's
it's
nothing
Kurt.
new.
Kurt, looking
In
at
the
your
kitchen.
closet and your outfit right now, you own a shit ton of blue.
It's all Dodgers.
Well,
and
I'm a
Boise.
Boise
Dodger and
fan
Boise,
and
yeah,
a
I
Dodger
know.
fan. All right, there are my jerseys.
Like even your
And then your blue flannels.
Yeah, like you got,
Oh yeah, all my polos are right here, white and blue, and then my
Mm.
flannels. You didn't even see. I have my I have it separated by color. You can see it over there. There's all the blue.
It
The
looks
whole
like
thing's blue.
yeah, the whole
right
thing
now.
is blue. What
No,
do
look
you mean
at-
separated by
there's a-
color? It's just white and
Oh.
blue.
He said, "Oh, it is."
Look at his colors right now. He's wearing royal blue with navy blue shorts.
Oh yeah,
Shout out the club.
I slept in these shorts. I'm not going anywhere.
All right, you guys
Yeah,
got
I'm a
anything
big
else?
blue guy, and my shirt says the blue on it. So.
Is that the band
Just-
or the student section?
With just Turner. No, it's the name of the field. The blue. They call it the blue.
2 of your top 5 moments are on your wall.
Yeah, that's from the walk-off right there. That's actually the picture from it.
I know.
Oh,
Kurt-
no, it's not. Just kidding. That's from the home run he hit in the World Series.
Kurt,
I'm sorry.
you got any news on your jersey?
I typed in the tracking number for it, and it was
Shit.
didn't say anything. Didn't say anything.
I
When
just
did you
got-
order it?
February.
Just got confirmation for my February order that it shipped yesterday.
Did you order it from China or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
that's
says
why.
it shipped. It
But
started
still-
shipping on March
Bad
8th.
time to getting stuff from overseas.
Yeah.
I ordered it for my brother's birthday, and I just got confirmation yesterday.
Hopefully he's not
That's
a
funny.
listener, Cody. You're gonna ruin the surprise.
He already knows
Oh,
because he
He
said,
doesn't
"Where's
know.
my gift?"
Oh.
where is it? What is it?
It's my kid.
What
It's
jersey?
a Michael Irvin jersey. You got to rep the U a little bit.
It's a Cowboy one, or is it a Miami?
Yeah, Cowboy one.
Oh yeah, I forgot your brother's a Cowboy fan. You guys
1 out of
got
5
anything
stars.
else?
Fins up.
Thanks for having me on, fellas.
Go blue, baby.
Go blue. Help Kurt color organize his closet because there's definitely blue in every part of that closet.
Kurt, is that an Astro hat?
Yeah, I see an Astro hat. I see it. No, right next to the
Wait a
Dodgers
minute.
hat. I see an Astro hat.
Wait a minute.
Got caught.
Come on, guy. You know, Astro hat. What do you mean? What do you mean?
You're
What
so
do you
nice.
mean?
I was
I had
good.
an Astros hat that I bought from Marshall's like 7 years ago for fucking $5, and I threw that shit away. Fuck the Astros.
You should have burned
Fuck
it.
the Astros.
All right, we're done. Deuces. We'll see
You
you.
made me start cussing at the
We'll
end.
see ya.
I didn't cuss the whole time until
We had to get one of them
Yeah,
in.
put it in there.
Yeah, I didn't know Astros
Yeah.
hat. What do you mean?